An early morning fire on Sunday ripped through the Larissus Wellness Center, affecting services to residents. The fire service is yet to determine the cause of the blaze. However, quick response led to its containment.
Officers from Denry Fire Station responded to a call at the Larissus Health Center. The initial call was there was smoke emanating from the health center. On arrival, they found heavy smoke emanating. An entry was made into the building and the fire was located and extinguished. There is extensive damage to the internal compartment of the health center. As it stands now, we are now carrying out our post-fire investigations along with the police from Denry.
And Health Minister Alvina Reynolds says the ministry is assessing the damage done.
This is a health center that serves quite a few communities, one of the largest populations within the Denry Basin. And so it was quite well equipped, providing a range of services, and that is our concern right now in terms of services, access to services for the people of these communities. Right now we are meeting with our staff, our teams, and they have been, I think, very supportive here in terms of putting a plan in place to see how services can be continued, and that we will be communicating to the residents as soon as possible.
Of utmost importance, the minister says, is the implementation of an alternate plan for providing service to the community.
For us, the main concern is always about services for the people, and primary health care is critical, significant in terms of access on the community level. Persons who are doing diabetics, hypertension, persons neonatal, postnatal, all of these services that have been accessed right here at the Larissus Health Center, we consider as a definite halt. So now we have to put measures in place where these services will be accessed, and also deployment of staff working in new areas, new communities, how we dispense of that in terms of staff, who goes where and what services they can access there. And of course the communication plan is already been designed, so of course to communicate that to the residents.
Denry North MP Sean Edward is concerned about the impact the inconvenience will have on residents.
Areas such as Denny Riviere, Belmont, Gardet, Despin, Oleon, Lapel, and Larissus. I know there's another facility in constituency situated at Richmond, but the majority of the population of Denry North come to this facility for primary health care. And this is a facility that has served the community for many decades. And the sheer numbers that come here on a daily basis seeking health care is a reflection of how important this facility is as far as healthcare provisions in the constituency is concerned. So as I said, I'm extremely saddened by what has transpired, and I know this is going to result in a major inconvenience for our people. But I'm very optimistic that subsequent to the preliminary investigations this morning, I'm going to meet with the health minister, of course, under the instructions of the Prime Minister. And soon from today, we will be in a position where we will be able to put in place an alternative with respect to the provision of healthcare services to our people.
There are fears that patients who are in dire need of medical attention will opt to remain at home, especially since additional transportation costs will now come into play.
Je place dans chaye, pas coûter pour moi-même, because moi suis diabétique, moi passe un massive heart attack, merci beaucoup Dieu moi ka vivre toujours. Et actuellement, pour moi le docteur c'est j'y qu'il faut aimer de nuit, de là-bas même ni $3 pour payer à 8 francs. Semaine prochaine, si bon Dieu conserve moi ni pour c'est une visite moi ni pour le docteur j'y qu'il faut. Et toi c'est de là pas de l'argent pour payer, pour aller même pas ça marcher pour j'y qu'il faut. So, il y a chaque monde qui est affecté. On s'est fait ça qui passe là. Et ça fait chaque monde la peine ça.
Our clients now will have to go down to Richford Health Center or Denry Hospital, and we fear that we may not get all of them. Okay, going down to Richford Health Center or Larissus, because that happened some 3.5-4 years ago after Hurricane Thomas. Richford had to come to Larissus and Denry because of the disrepair that was done, the damages in fact that was done at Denry Hospital. Denry Hospital had to offer their services at Richford. So you had Richford coming up to Larissus. And we did lose some of the patients from Richford. They opted not to come up. Transportation was a problem, etc. But I think we will have to step up our home visits to those persons who we are not seeing at Richford. After we move, we'll definitely have to step up our home visits.
Stay with the CTV News. When we come back, the SDA Church doing something about seaweed.